of your request. This is your city, and with 311, you can help make Cleveland better for all of us.
Are you looking to have a fun and exciting summer while making money at the same time? The City of Cleveland is looking for lifeguards to oversee our 42 pools across the city. And guess what? We will train you. Here's what you need to know. To be a lifeguard in the City of Cleveland, you must be 15 years of age, be able to swim 300 yards nonstop using front crawl and breaststroke, swim to the deepest end of the pool and retrieve a 10-pound object and return to the starting point on your back. Tread water for minutes using legs only. It's a written test 80% better. For more information or to sign up to be a lifeguard, call your nearest rec center today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Crow, Director of the Office of Urban Analytics and Innovation. Last year, we launched the new 311, a centralized, non-emergency hotline and website that provides ready access to city services and information. Whether you live here, work here, or are just visiting, our goal is to make it easier for you to report non-emergency issues either online or by phone. Think of us as the front door for your city services. See a pothole that needs to be fixed? Need a trash container? Discover a street light that needs to be replaced? You can call 311 or visit us online at clevelandohio.gov/311, and we will make sure your request gets to the right department. If you submit your request online, you can create an account and track the status of your request. This is your city, and with 311, make Cleveland better for all of us.
Looking to have a fun and exciting summer while making money at the same time? The City of Cleveland is looking for lifeguards to oversee our 42 pools across the city. And guess what? We will train you. Here's what you need to know. To be a lifeguard in the City of Cleveland, you must be 15 years old, be able to swim 300 yards nonstop using front crawl and breaststroke, swim to the deepest end of the pool and retrieve a 10-pound object and return to the starting point on your back. Tread water for 2 minutes using legs only. Pass the test 80% or better. For more information or to sign up to be a lifeguard, call your rec center today.
The St. Patrick's Day Parade is right around the corner, and I can't wait. It's one of my favorite parades of all time. And joining me now is Bonnie and Mickey McNally, longtime volunteers with the parade committee and really good friends of mine, as I should say. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
How long have you been working with the parade committee? What is the start for you guys?
God, it goes along. I would have to say in the early 80s, I started as a delegate, okay? And it evolves from there. You're a delegate, and then you're a director, and then you're voted in to be an executive director, and you're voted in, and not by your peers, by the.
We are here. Yep.
All right, let's go. Let's kick it off in 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 183rd St. Patrick's Day Parade here in downtown Cleveland. And with me is Tommy Malloy. Tommy, thanks for being with us.
Don Vavris, 183rd, right? Is that it?
183rd,
Yep.
And it's a beautiful day here in Cleveland. We have quite a show for you for the next hour and a half, 2
About
hours
that, yeah.
here. We have 9 unions will be marching in today's parade. We'll have 128 units and 12 high school bands.
It's a lot of high school
that's
bands.
just some of the things we have going on. But we have lots of politicians and lots of interesting floats. And today's theme of today's St. Patrick's Day is Feast of St. Bridget.
St. Bridget of Kildare, actually, yes. You would probably recognize the St. Bridget's crosses that a lot of Irish homes have in them, a lot of Irish American homes as well. And you hang them for blessings from St. Bridget, but also to ward off misfortune, that kind of thing. But you're probably familiar. If you did see the cross, usually made of straw, you'd probably recognize it, I would think. But it's a gorgeous day. I mean, it's 33 degrees. The wind is low, very light, so it's not as cold as you would think. And the sun is shining. For those standing in the sun, it's actually a pretty darn nice day.
And of course, every St. Patrick's Day has VIPs. And again, this year's Grand Marshal is Shannon Corcoran. And Shannon has been with the parade, I think, from the early years.
For a long, long time. She's been on the committee for, I don't know how many, it has to be decades. Her father was also Grand Marshal at one point in time. He was also executive director at one point in time. And she is, as so many of these Irish families do, following in the footsteps of volunteering, giving of their time, giving of their talents, and just selflessly promoting their heritage.
And the Irish Mother of the Year this year is Mrs. Mary Murphy Joyce. And will be here. And then we also have an outside co-chair of Mr. Michael Conkley.
Mr. Michael Conkey and Mrs. Katie Cooper Schmidt. You might recognize Katie Cooper Schmidt. She sings the national anthems at the beginning of the parade. Here are most of the politicians. I see the judges Sheehan, 2 of them. Married couple, Brendan and his wife. Also, I'm trying to recognize some of the other folks in there. It's kind of hard to see through the RTA here. And there's Judge O'Donnell. I see him as well.
And the parade started off on East 18th at 104, and we are in Public Square. So it takes about 20 minutes to get down to Public Square. And again, we're on Superior Avenue, and we'll be here next year as well. And one of the very first units that are coming in the parade are the guarantors. Tell me a little bit about that, Tommy.
The guarantors, that's a group of folks who you would pay $25 to help sponsor the parade. The parade is never sponsored by a corporation or a company like that. It's sponsored by people, just regular folks. Either a $25 donation for the guarantor, or you do a little pin, like, I don't know if you can see the pin that I'm wearing. It's a $10 pin. That helps finance the parade as well. It has the year on it. It's a shamrock pin. That's how they finance this thing. That and the hard work of the people on the committee and other volunteers who are out here today helping marshal the kids, keep the kids who are marching in line and on the street, that kind of thing, and make sure just everything goes well and smoothly.
And to pull this parade together takes a lot of volunteers. They start very early in January, and actually they probably start right after this year's parade.
They'll be starting in about 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks for next year's parade.
Absolutely.
Let's try break 1.
And let's talk a little bit about TV20, our television host for today. It's your voice, your community, your government. For the latest updates of the City of Cleveland community events and more, tune in to TV20's weekly news program.
Everything you need to know about the City of Cleveland, what's going on.
But we're talking about some of the volunteers, and again, city, federal, and state officials are all helping to put this parade together. It is one of the largest parades in the country, and certainly the largest parade here in the city of Cleveland, just kicking off the spring season in 2025.
I believe this is the Irish Civic Association. Is that correct? I'm not sure. A lot of folks led by members of the Salmon, Kilbane, McDonald, and McMonagle families. They provide parade arms and flags of Ireland, United States, and St. Patrick to lead the parade, with local elected officials and judges invited to lead the parade. What they do is they put those officials all in one spot. There might be one or two elected officials who are grandfathered in, but usually you see them all together. Here's the Grand Marshal now, if you want to take that. Don?
Yes, again, Shannon has been a name around the St. Patrick's Day for many, many years, and she was honored this year for many hours of hard work and getting the volunteers and putting this whole thing together. And I've been working with her for many years, as well as you, Tommy. And just the amount of work that puts together the line of march and all of the applications and sorting through all that stuff.
Right.
And it's all done on a volunteer
And
basis.
she has done several of those different tasks. I mean, there's sometimes you got to do security. Sometimes you got to have someone doing media. You have 2 or 3 people who are setting up, doing all the applications and tallying who's going to be in and who's not going to be in this year. Putting together our scripts today. Those kinds of things. There's Katie Cooper right there. She's out there walking. I see her with her young one and her husband.
And again,
I'm sorry, Katie Cooper. I'm sorry, she's married now. I know her as Katie Cooper. She's Katie Cooper Schmidt, the inside co-chair.
And again, this is brought to you by the United Irish Societies. And there's an east side and west side, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Each one has their own, I guess, pride.
No, this is the parade committee is people from the town. So they have 4 honorees. The Grand Marshal, which is Shannon Corcoran. Mother of the Year, they honor. Outside chair would be someone who's not on the committee, but they honor for their commitment to Irish things and Irish events throughout the year. And the inside co-chair, Katie Cooper Schmidt, Mike Conkey's the outside co-chair. The inside would be someone who is on the committee, and they're being honored as well today. So the committee itself is a bunch of people. We've already talked about them already, about just all the stuff that they do. It takes a long time to put this thing together. So, and they're going by right now. You see that there's the truck there from Central Cadillac, who donated the cars. There are corporations who they will donate their services and things like that. Central Cadillac every year donates the cars for all the honorees and others here in the parade. So and again, here's the guarantors we talked about with the $25 donation for the sashes. That's who's walking right now. You see the sash that they're wearing. And those folks, for that $25 to help put the parade on, they get to walk in the parade and say they were part of the St. Patrick's Day parade.
And they'll get their 10,000 steps in since they started off at East 18.
There's no doubt about that. It's at least I think it's a mile, a little over a mile.
A little over a mile.
A lot of familiar faces out there.
And again, we're here located here on Public Square. And just the parade committee and the guarantors, you just get a sense of how many people actually pulled this thing together, both financially as well as volunteer-wise.
Well, there's a lot of coordination with the city, with the police department, the fire department, all sorts of security issues, all those things that you could imagine would have to be done in an event as public as this and as new number of people who come down here. You get a day when it's the 60s and 70s, you got 200,000 people downtown. That's a big deal, and that's a big thing. Here comes Chris Ronayne, our county executive. And Bob, I think Bob's talking to him now.
Chris Ronayne. Chris, you're marching the parade again.
What an amazing tradition, the Cleveland Irish Day Parade. I mean, St. Patrick's Day Parade in Cleveland has been going for more than 150 years. When you look at this, this is one of the most historic events in all the country.
Absolutely. No, it's a big week for Cleveland. It's not just St. Patrick's Day, but we've got the men's tournament here.
That's right. I mean, we are punching above our weight, bringing more and more sports to Cleveland. You know, you think about it, our bed tax keeps coming up, meaning more people are visiting, paying to be in hotel rooms, and it's great. Between what's happening with Madness now, with the NCAA Women's Final Four last year here, I mean, what a time in Cleveland, Ohio. I love it. I mean, days like remind you why you love being a Clevelander.
Thanks for being here and for all you do for our city, county, and state.
Hey, happy St.
Happy
Patrick's
St.
Day, Bob.
Patrick's
And
Day.
all on TV 20 land. I'm a fan. I'm a viewer. Let's go, everybody in the land.
Take care.
And thank you, Bob. And then we just a few moments ago, Mayor Justin
Mayor
Bibb.
Justin Bibb was there. Also, a little trivia here for you. Cleveland's St. Patrick's Day Parade is Ohio's oldest and finest, comprising approximately 5,000 participants in 100 units. It may be a little more than 5,000, depending upon the year and the day and the weather. But pretty interesting. All those people taking the day to spend it with us and with you.
And welcome to our ward. Join TV 20 on Welcome to Our Ward as they explore the incredible people, businesses, and landmarks in Cleveland Ward. So if you want to know what's happening in your ward, welcome to Our Ward on TV 20. The Cleveland Police Pipe and Drum Corps, and you'll be hearing them.
And Guard, the Division of Police Ceremonial Unit comprised of the Honor Guard and the Pipes and Drums, which they are leading. Chief of Police Dorothy Todd and command staff, and the Cleveland CPD officers. And now you see the pipe band marching into view. Boy, it's something.
And we'd heard how difficult the bagpipes are actually to play. Isn't that true?
Yeah, they are pretty difficult to play. My dad had no problem, though. He used to wake us up in the mornings when St. Patrick's Day season was coming, Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings. He'd be practicing the pipes at the crack of dawn, and it would wake all of us in the house up. I'm from a family of 10, so he'd wake everybody in the entire house up. He didn't care. He was playing the pipes for St. Patrick's Day, so he needed to warm up.
Yeah, we just the Cleveland Police Emerald Society. President Joe English. The Man of the Year is Father Doug Brown. A Distinguished Service Award goes to Tom Rafferty. And they are also honoring Chief James McBride, who returned home to our Lord this year. And Chief McBride is the very first recipient of the Hall of Honor Award. And coming up next is the Retired Irish Police Society.
Right, the RIPS, they call them.
It was comprised of 200 retired and active police officers from 25 Greater Cleveland Police Departments.
That's the Sheriff's Honor Guard, I believe.
And they are led by Kevin Barry. Oh, there's the Sheriffs. Right after that.
There you go. That's the Sheriffs. I don't believe we saw the RIPS. Wow, look at these vehicles.
And even the police dog.
These are fellas. They're nice to.
And again, a big thank you to police, fire, and first responders and EMS who keep us safe.
Yep.
Not only during the parade, but all throughout the year.
There's a couple of vintage cars. The
I
Sheriff's
remember
car
those
now.
police cars.
Oh yeah, the lime
Never
green.
forget that.
We're old enough to remember those, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not admit that all the time. And some newer models will be coming up here in a minute.
And again, we estimate about 100,000 people are going to watch the parade today. And going all the way from East 18th, where they sing the national anthem, and I think the Irish national anthem, and then they
the American after that.
There's a
right.
prayer by Bishop Malesic,
Correct.
and some statements of the parade officials, and then they step off at 1:04 in the afternoon.
To the whistle of the Grand Marshal. The Grand Marshal has a whistle, and when she blows that whistle, it officially begins. Okay, who do we have up here next? Is this the...
This is the United States Air Force.
Oh, no. Well, is it?
And they are going to be
Oh, that's the Cleveland Clinic.
They're the
Cleveland Clinic Honor Guard.
Yeah, they're
Several
the
honor guards today.
exactly, and these are brand new units. They had not been in the parade before. Both the United States Air Force as well as ATF. So we welcome them to this year's parade.
This is their first time, the ATF. And there's the Air Force. Right there in front. And the ATF coming behind. And then, of course, your Cleveland Fire. Boy, oh boy, look at those. The apparatus, as they call them. Or big boy toys, big girl toys. And another vintage. I love these vintage vehicles.
Now, I love that truck. The Elyria fire truck. Well, that goes back from the 30s, it looks like. 1938. There you go.
Wow. There it is.
And this is a little-known museum. Tommy, tell me a little bit about the Western Reserve Fire Museum.
It's over by Progressive Field. Sorry about that. Western Reserve Fire Museum, located across from Progressive Field in the historic former fire station number 28. And they're in this parade, that 1938, as you said, American La France ladder truck fire department.
All right, let's jump over to see. Up.
Okay, we're here at the parade route, not far from Center Public Square. We found some rowdy kids having a good time that came down from Westlake, Ohio to Cleveland to watch the St. Patrick's Day Parade. What are your impressions so far, young man?
This is amazing.
You having a good time?
Yeah.
What's been your favorite so far?
I don't know, probably the old.
You looking forward to seeing some horses? How about you, ladies?
I like the band and
band?
yeah.
Okay. How about you? You got a green hat on.
Second.
Okay. Been to a parade before?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What do we all say together? Happy.
In Cleveland in the
And on TV, essential topics that directly impact Cleveland's neighborhoods. Again, that's TV20's Cleveland Health, only on TV20.
Okay, let's see who's coming up now. I think we saw the.
It is the
This is the
Memorial
Cleveland,
Pipe and Drum.
Cleveland Fire Pipes and Drums, huh?
There we go.
Or is this Lakewood? Is that? Oh, it's Cleveland. Okay, very good. Cleveland Memorial Pipes and Drums. They're organized to honor firefighters. The band is comprised of active and retired firefighters throughout Northeast Ohio. Here we go. And they're followed by the Firefighter Shamrock Club and Local 93. Local 93 President Jake Connis, and the Chief of the Cleveland Fire Department is Anthony Luke. This unit is coordinated by Tom McGinty. And there they are, and they're dressed for the day. This is going to be a long one here, I think. These are when the buildings are on fire or there's danger. We're running out, and they are running in. So good to have them around, isn't it?
We're watching the 103rd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade from downtown Cleveland. I'm Don Favris with Tommy Malloy. And Tommy, I tell you, it's been a beautiful day as we watch the as the firemen march down the parade, and how much an honor it is to keep how they keep us safe every year.
There's also, you're going to see later on, you're going to see the Asian festival is in this parade. You're going to see the Polonia, which is all the folks of Polish heritage. They're going to be in this parade as well. It's just about the city and what built it, and we're celebrating Irish heritage today, but it's also a celebration of every heritage that came here and keeping those traditions alive. And I believe, is that the Lakewood? I can't tell. Oh, boy. Look at that one. That's a classic vehicle, isn't it?
You know, one thing I like about this watching seeing these.
Yes, this is the vehicle right now. What that is. Western Reserve Fire Museum, which is catty corner to the field. And up next, I believe, what is this, the Lakewood Color Guard?
And again, we want to talk a little bit about the first parade units that are traditionally part of the parade, and those are generally the safety services, isn't that right?
And the public services, safety services, the honorary units, things of that nature. Before you get into the things that are more of an exhibition and more of music and, you know, I don't want to say a little more fun, because these are kind of fun to watch some of these, but you know, it's just kind of a cool thing to see all this. But then other units, the Irish clubs and units are going to units once we.
And coming down Superior next after our Cleveland EMS is Company B, the 8th Ohio Volunteer Infantry, the Hibernian Guard, our Civil War reenacting unit. It's nice to see them again.
Boy, they look pretty good for being in the Civil War.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll get their Medicare cards. 150 years old.
Oh, boy.
But you know, Tommy, I want to talk a little bit about the parade and the fact that this is a competition as well.
It is a competition. Here, first we're going to do the, this is the AOH, Ancient Order Hibernians Bluestone Division. They're, one of their founders, Francis McGarry, he passed away earlier this week. Our condolences go out to the family of Francis McGarry. He is the Hibernian of the Year this year, and his unexpected death awful lot of people in the Irish community. Again, a founding member of the Bluestone Division back in 2013. Their chaplain, Francis Walsh. Bob Mullins is the president of the division, and I'm sure they're marching with heavy hearts today. So I think Bob might be able to have some of his family here today too. Bob, are you out there with the family?
Man, we got a beautiful family. You guys enjoying the St. Patrick's Day parade?
Oh yeah, we come every year.
Who's with you?
I have Lincoln and Colin and my other son William and my husband.
All right, how about this nominal snowman here?
This is Lincoln. He's 18 months old and he's enjoying all the trucks.
All right. Thanks for coming down. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thank you.
So just a little more trivia. When the Irish settled in Cleveland, most of them clustered around the east and west banks of the Cuyahoga River, you know, the mouth of the river, and particularly in the bend of the river known as the Angle. So when you hear the Angle, Johnny Killeen from the Angle, things like that, just here on the near west side. A significant amount of the Irish community was located along Detroit Avenue, as a matter of fact. And also you hear about the new park at Irishtown Bend. A lot of them lived there too, because right on the water, and there were a lot of dock workers.
And we're back to 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Again, I'm Don Favris with Tommy Malloy. It's a beautiful Monday, March 17th, 2025. And coming up is the Cleveland Hibernians.
The Hibernians, now this is, you're going to see right there, that's Ladies Ancient Order of Hibernians, the Dear Fure of Charity, Sisters of Charity, Hibernian Sisters from Dear Fure. They're a wonderful group of women east side of Cleveland who live and practice the motto of friendship, unity, and Christian charity. Leading is their division president, Sarah O'Brien. We just saw her go by there. The vice president is Patricia Homan, Pat Homan. Her husband, Bill, was a former Grand Marshal as well. And they also have the AOH Bowl and Berry Division. That's the West Side, 2025 Hibernian of the Year. We talked about Francis McGarry. He unfortunately passed away this week. The president of the Bowl and Berry Division is Jim Kilbane. He was walking with them as well.
And let's talk to Bob, who is with the Irish American Club Band.
The East Side.
Okay, I didn't know I'd be marching in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, but I'm with Kevin. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're with the East Side
Yes.
East Side Irish American Club?
Yes.
Okay. And Sheila, what's your role with the club?
My husband's a piper.
Oh, well done. You guys having a good time?
Yes, absolutely.
How many people marching with you?
I don't know, 15?
Oh, okay. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's
Thank you.
Day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
All right.
And
So
we are
the
now,
Irish American Club East Side. Now, sometimes they get a little picky about that name. They're not just the East Side Club. They're the Irish American Club East Side, IACES.
I got it. Okay. And again, with them is the bagpipe band under the direction of and you also see the Irish American Club East Side, the color guard, as well as the Irish American Club East Side Executive Board President Linda Walsh.
Linda, I know Linda well. She's very, very active. Irish American Club East Side Fife and Drum Corps unit's going to be coming up. But these are their, you've got Anne-Marie Turk, one of their members. I don't know who the other member of the year is. I apologize. I'm sure I'll find out in the next 10 or 15 seconds. And there's the membership themselves. Beautiful day for them to be walking. And let's see. And here come some of their units as well. There we go. There's their majorettes.
And there's your pom-pom unit.
Oh, the pom-poms, I'm sorry. And here comes the fife and drum, following them up. Led by Peggy McDonough Vall. Peggy is the daughter of Jack McDonough, who, believe it or not, he was a longtime leader of the West Side Irish American Club's fife and drum unit. And then when the East Side came into existence and started their unit for the little kids, he directed that as well. So he'd do double duty on Sundays for practice before St. Patrick's Day. He's a legend in the Irish community. And I think we had, that's the fife and drum. The flag corps we saw, Bella Bay, Thomas are the directors there. And we have the float.
And you have some time after enjoying your tune in for the latest in cooking and nutrition education. Again, is Food for Thought on TV 20.
Okay, here they are again. The Irish American Club East Side. Here's their float, celebrating the life and legacy of St. Bridget, a remarkable woman and Ireland's only female patron saint. There you go. And there's Bridget up there on top. The two members of the year for the Irish American Club East Side were Ann Turner.
Okay, Rosemary, tell me about these beautiful dogs.
Oh, they go back hundreds and hundreds of years. They were bred to take out the wolves in Ireland, and to this day, there are no wolves in Ireland.
Oh, I'll be darned. You take a car.
They all threw their shoes, so it had no saddles.
I thought they were Irish shedders. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And those Irish Wolfhounds are the ancient breed that dates back to 400 AD. Those dogs are a noble breed that were bred to eradicate wolves in Ireland. And they're the tallest breed of dog in the world, and they're coordinated by Rosemary Nolan.
And following them, the Northeast Ohio Nurse Honor Guard, a group dedicated to honoring the lives and legacies of nurses who have gone before them through their Nightingale tribute.
And that's the first time in the parade, so we welcome them.
Here's your Cleveland Polonia. These are Polish parishes and clubs. Saints Casimir, Barbara, St. Barbara, Immaculate Heart, Stanislaus, John Cantius, Nativity of Mary. Boy, that's a lot of them. I'm running out of breath. Adelbert and Berea, Mary Parma, and their fraternals as well. Polonia describes the Polish people of the world outside of Poland, kind of like the Irish diaspora. And there's the Elevator Constructions Local 17, led by business manager John Driscoll. These folks are the ones they install, they service, they maintain elevators and escalators. They've been doing this for 120 years. And let me tell you something. You underestimate, or you probably don't think much about it when you get on an elevator, but these are the guys that keep it moving and keep you safe.
And again, they are one of 9 local unions represented in today's parade.
I think these are their cars. Yep. Either that or they're just people who got lost in the parade somehow. Don didn't even smile at that
And
joke.
it looks coming down Superior Avenue now is the Kenston Ridge Marching Cougar Band. It is from Springfield, Ohio, and is directed by Tim Appleton and Alyssa Berger. Let's take a listen.
They came all the way from Springfield, Ohio. That's a bit of a trip. I'm not sure if you can see, but all around us, the folks here are all jamming to this band, this marching band, Kenton Ridge. Everybody's dancing.
Yeah, I see a lot of moving and grooving to the Kenston Ridge Marching Cougar
down,
Band.
Don got a little excited there. He's going to start dancing.
Now next is Lamar Advertising Honor in St. Bridget, the theme of today's parade. Lamar is responsible for the giant billboard scene around this time and highlights the parade's honorees. And some of the employees at Lamar are also marching behind the billboard.
And the Egan Irish Dance School, there they are, coming right up there, under the ownership of Tom Conkey. He's the son of Michael Conkey, who was the outside parade coach we talked about earlier, assisted by Holly Podbasek. They're located in Chesterland, and they also have a school in Richfield. Tell you, Irish dancers are fit. They are very fit. This walk, this parade is nothing for them, I'm sure, as far as strenuous activity. Look at them. Don't you wish you had that energy? Still,
absolutely. You know, they're making great memories here.
They are. Oh, they are. And they're making lifelong friends. Trust me. I marched in 40 parades, and I met so many friends that are still friends today, lifelong, just from doing this kind of thing. Oh, look at this. Cleveland Public Library. The CEO
and
is
the spinning
Felton
book
Thomas.
racks. You
Yes,
gotta love the spinning book racks.
They are. It's a drill team, isn't it? The book cart drill team. That's what it's called. And they've got a St. Patrick's Day themed story time float. I believe, is it coming up there?
And Tom, we were just talking about the competition, about how there are judges that are looking at and seeing the best parade float and presentation and all of that. They get bragging rights for all next year.
There are usually first, second, and third prizes for all the different divisions. There's high school bands, there's non-high school bands, there's floats, there's drill teams, or precision drill team they call it. There's several other categories, and there's a competition every year. You have, when they pass the reviewing stand, that is when they're judged. You cannot stop if you're competing. You cannot stop the parade to do a little whatever exhibition. You have to just keep marching. But also, there are judges who float throughout the crowd to keep an eye on units while they're just in the midst of the regular parade and not in front of the reviewing stand. It gets pretty competitive.
And coming down is an honor to the Cleveland Cultural Gardens.
Yes, terrific. There are 36 dedicated gardens, the Cultural Gardens Federation, and these are the marchers with different cultures and flags. They also host the annual One World Day every August. This year is August 24th. It'll be down there in the Cultural Gardens. If you've never been there, if you've never seen them, just take a drive down, I believe it's East Boulevard.
Yeah, East Boulevard,
and,
yeah. We had the
and the Ukrainian marchers are here today as well to celebrate Irish-Ukrainian friendship and to show support for the people of Ukraine. This is them here. But it's really, let me tell you something, that is a gem that we do not necessarily appreciate as much as big folks from outside of Cleveland do.
Absolutely. And St. Ignatius High School Marching Band is under the direction of Dan Hamlin, John Mullen, and Michelle Fortnell. Again, let's take a listen.
Wildcats of St. Ignatius. Good stuff. And did you know that blue and gold is actually the ancient regal colors of Ireland?
Wow.
We always hear about green and gold. The ancient regal colors of Ireland are blue and gold.
See, and we're learning something
There you go.
today's parade.
There you go. I prefer the green and gold. I went to a different high school than St. Ignatius. I won't mention which one.
Me too.
But we'll leave it there.
And coming up, the Cleveland Irish Cultural Festival, and it will celebrate its 40 years for a Cleveland Irish Cultural Festival in the Berea Fairgrounds this summer, July 18th, 19th, and 20th, again at the Berea Fairgrounds.
Outstanding festival every year. Some of the greatest entertainment, Irish entertainment. And now, speaking of entertainment, here comes Bob with some people in the crowd.
Okay, we're here with some Clevelanders on St. Patrick's Day, and I happen to get the birthday boy as well. Is that correct? What's your name and where are you from in Cleveland?
Budrick Powell. I'm here from out Euclid.
Okay.
Kadisha Powell, out Euclid.
Okay, so you guys are suburban joiners to the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade. Tell me about your outfit. They got some classic shirts on for the camera here, and also the hats.
She bought it, I had to wear it.
Okay. So you guys are matching couples like Cedar Point, right?
Right, right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, and we're back to the 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day
Now we
Parade.
saw-
And coming down Superior Avenue now is the Pipe Fitters Local 120. They're honoring their Irishman of the Year, John McNeely, and Mickey O'Hare.
Now,
Irish names than that.
previous to them, the Cleveland Guardians were rolled past, but for some reason, Slider is lingering in front of us. There we go. Slider's making friends in the crowd and doing his bit. Already passed with the Sugardale hot dogs, mustard, ketchup, and onion.
I saw them.
Yeah, I could use one of those right now. Okay, pipe fitters we saw, right? Who's up next here? Oh, here's pipe fitters. This is their Irishman of the Year, Mickey O'Hare. You mentioned him. And I believe this is some of the members with their families, or that might be Mr. O'Hare's family on the float. Exciting thing for those kids to be in the parade. And quite honestly, oh, here's the Cleveland Asian Festival. If you haven't been to the Asian Festival, you need to go. Terrific stuff. Cleveland Asian Festival celebrates Asian culture and diversity in Northeast Ohio for Asian Pacific American Heritage Month in May. It's a free event. You've got performances, martial arts demonstrations, a lot more. Today they have with them the Kwan Lion Dance Team, the OCA Greater Cleveland Dragon Dance Team, the Glory Drum Team, and the Phoenix Club. A lot more. It's May 17th and 18th in Asiatown this year, the Asian Festival.
And the Cleveland Asian Festival Panda is the official mascot of the Cleveland Asian Festival. And it is a 9-person dragon that is 60
Yeah, that
feet long.
dragon's pretty cool. I'm telling you, I've been to this thing a couple times. The first time I was blown away. It was just so terrific. It really was. Everything down there. The entertainment, the food, everything. Another testament to, you know, the cultural makeup of this city. There we go. This is the drum team we were just talking about.
And again, you're watching the 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Don Vavers with Tommy Malloy. And I'll tell you, Tommy, the excitement downtown for the parade, it just kicks off. Going to be a great year for the Cleveland Guardians. We have the Cavs. Hopefully the Browns will come up.
Let's
We
keep
should have a
those
good year
fingers
this year.
crossed. We just hope. We just hope. The Guardians, who knows what they surprise us all the time.
Exactly.
You know, they got some guys, but we got a few guys back that we had before, and we let some other ones go from last year. And here's Irish. This is Brian Jr. and his Irish staff. He puts out a monthly newspaper, magazine. Terrific stuff. He's been doing it, I think, for more than 20 years now. Really terrific thing. In fact, he's expanded now. I think he's in 2 or 3 states as well. And ABC Ohio, aluminum cans for burned children. ACBC, I apologize. This unit is here to help promote ACBC and what they do. Raising money for kids who have been injured or burned. I think that's a great thing.
And then we have the Geneva Area Grape Jamboree. Miss Grapette, Rayleigh Rogers and her court would like to invite you to the 60th Annual Geneva Grape Jamboree Festival located in downtown Geneva. It's the last full weekend in September. Joining the celebration of grapes by grape stomping, eating delicious grape ice cream, and make sure to try a famous purple cow.
And here comes the Green Wave, folks. Holy Name High School Band. Marching band is coordinated by Bethany Westfall. My wife went to Holy Name. I have to mention that. Let's listen to these guys. Good stuff. Very good. Senator Tom Patton follows them, along with his daughter Bridget and son-in-law Justin, grandsons Patrick and Danny, in his 23rd Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade unit as elected official.
And let's talk to Bob and a roller derby girl. Bob?
Oh God, I'm so nervous.
About your outfit and what you guys represent.
So we play for Burning River Roller Derby and Cleveland Guardians Roller Derby. We're Cleveland's premier roller derby league. We love to compete and we love Cleveland.
Let's see what you got to hold up the parade. Let's go.
All righty, take care.
It's the Burning River Roller Derby. And coming up is the Ohio Scottish Games.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It's this year's games are held at the Berea Fairground on June 27th and 28th.
It's like all these ethnic festivals. Great music, great food, discover some culture, meet some cool people. It's fun stuff. There you go. What do they? I forget what they call that thing again. The big pole. The caber. The caber, Mary. Toss the caber. That sounds like a Scottish band's name.
And again, that's on June 27th, 28th at the Cuyahoga County Fairground, the Ohio.
Really good time. All right. So, if you don't know, a notable portion of Cleveland's Irish population originated from County Mayo over on the west coast of Ireland. County Mayo, my parents came from there. Most of the people here are from there, you'll find. And there's more Mayo people in Cleveland than there are in Mayo. That's what I've heard anyway.
All right. And remember to catch TV 20 on air, online, and across social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to TV 20.
Line going by there. They consist of dedicated high school students led by percussion instructor Noah Garrison. A lot of hard work goes into that stuff. People don't realize, I don't think, but.
And we have another first-timers. We've got the Columbus Crew coming up. The Columbus Crew are the America's professional soccer club based out of Columbus, Ohio. They compete in Major League Soccer as a member of the Eastern Conference.
And they are owned by the Haslams. Did you know that?
There you go.
Mooney and Sons Towing, I believe, is here. Hopefully we won't need their services today. Mooney and Sons has proudly served Cleveland's East Side for more than 50 years, Don. Rooted in love, loyalty, and friendship, they honor their founders, their grandparents, Robert Mooney Sr. and Alice and Mary Mooney. As a family, they march to celebrate their legacy of kindness, generosity, and unwavering love for their Irish heritage and Cleveland. Yeah, there they go. They got their own float. I'll tell you, that's some family spirit, no?
And that finishes up Division 1. And Division 2 is coming up, and this is going to be the West American Club.
Yep.
And
Westside IA leads this division every year.
And this is the first unit in their division is going to be the Color Guard, followed closely behind with the Pipe and Drum Corps.
There they are. And here come their honorees from the West Side Club. See all the flags there. West Side Irish American Club, they're proud to honor their Man of the Year, Tom Nagel. Also Woman of the Year, who is also my aunt, married to my mom, brother, Larry. Christina O'Donnell. Volunteers of the Year, Liz and Mary Bridget Lavelle. Their father is a past president of the Irish Club as well, the West Side Irish Club. And the Queen is Bridget Chambers. Her father is actually the president of the West Side Club. With her court, her sister Fiona, and cousins Ailish and Claire. Past some people in the crowd. Bob, can we talk to somebody?
Watch the camera guy. He's going to give us a wave. Here we go, guys. All right, we're here with some folks from Menor. Got a Cavs fan trying to stay warm. What's your name and where are you from in Menor?
Braden Jividen, and I'm from Mentor on the Lake.
Okay, how about you?
Carter Isley, I'm from Menor on the Lake,
Okay.
too.
Kira Gaither, I'm from Menor.
Where'd you get your glasses?
I got them at Walgreens.
Well done. And young ladies, what's your names? And men and ladies.
Lincoln Federico.
Lincoln?
Lily Gaither.
Okay. What's your name?
Reagan.
Okay, let's say Happy St. Patrick's Day, Cleveland.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Cleveland.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You get some cool glasses?
There's the Volunteers of the Year there, I believe.
Okay. Back to the 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Now, again, the Volunteers of the Year from the West Side Irish American Club. And again, this is a shout out to the Board of membership.
This is them here now.
Their president, Dan Chambers, who's been with the Irish community for many, many years.
A long time.
Vice President John O'Brien and Treasurer Mary Ellen Graylis and Financial Secretary Christy Cruz.
My sister out there somewhere, and also the members is all marching with them as well. And here we are, the drill team coming up. Westside Irish Club Ladies Precision Drill Team is by Katie McCluskey. She took over after her mother had done it for, I believe, 35 years, which is odd because Mary is only 40. Honoring the theme of this year's parade, marching in formation of St. Bridget's Cross, a symbol of peace in Ireland, hanging Bridget's rafters of your house, believed to bring, as I said earlier, blessing and protection of the saint for the remainder of the year. Drill team there. Followed up by the fife and drum. Don?
And the West Side Irish American Club Senior Fife and Drum Corps under the direction of Seamus Goggin.
And the Wearing of the Green is the song they're playing there.
And follow behind is the West Side Irish American Club of Pat Hanrahan and Megan Hanrahan, and the leaders are Maeve Lavelle and Emma Garrity.
Great little group there. That's right. And Dreamer sisters, by the way. Leaders are Madeline Gumpf and Fiona Gannon. They're coming up there, as I said. There they are. That's the majorettes. For them. Also cold, a little bit.
And coming up behind them is the Junior Fife and Corps, under the direction of Angela Myers, and Junior Drum is under the direction of Matt Babnick. And Junior Fife leaders Jimmy Cooney and Junior Drum leaders are Owen Goggin and Aiden Gomp.
In January, and I believe the only weekend they take off is Super Bowl Sunday, because the club has a fundraiser that day. Other than that, these kids are out there every week marching, learning songs, learning how playing together, and learning how to march step. They put the time in.
And it is the Westside Irish American Club float. Stands as one of Ireland's most beloved patron saints. She embodies the spirit of compassion, generosity, and learning. Role model of monastery for both men and women, and is one of the most prestigious monasteries in Ireland, the patron saint of students.
That really is something. Forever Young here. See them there in the Forever Young is the older folks. Yes, of the Westside Irish Club. The folks who really know how to run things too, I'd like to tell you.
And it's the St. Helens Unicycle Drill Team from Newbury, Ohio, and they participate in age performances and compete internationally in their unicycle team. And again, they're a parade favorite.
Yeah, we are. I'm sure the folks watching the parade, but you and I are just flabbergasted at the fact they can ride these things. I don't think I could even try.
No,
I really don't.
And getting on these things, getting off these things, that's got to be the biggest.
And if you're afraid of heights, forget it.
Exactly.
Boy, that's something. Many kudos to those folks, those kids.
And many tell you it's the canal is still there. It runs pretty slowly, but it was instrumental in making Cleveland what it is today.
Absolutely. I mean, it's about trade and about business, and business creates jobs, and that's what it did. Building the canal created the jobs, but the fact they could move goods up and down into Ohio and out of Ohio also helped to create more jobs and helped this city grow into what it is today.
And we're back to the Benedictine Beaumont Marching Band. The Benedictine Marching Band includes students from Beaumont School. They're led by Director Hannah Westfield, Assistant Director Michael Eunice, and Majorette Johanna Cobb.
All right, very good. Two Catholic schools on the east side of Cleveland, Benedictine and Beaumont. Benedictine all male and Beaumont all female. Cleveland Irish Players, I know this group quite well. I've performed with them countless times. I know all of them. Cleveland Irish Players dedicated to celebrating their Irish heritage through the theatrical arts. This year, the group was led by their senior set designer, Bob Humphrey. And I think Bob is, we got the Corrigan family coming up next. Bob, I believe someone.
Tell me about this beautiful vehicle you have. Who's on it?
So this is the celebrated float of the Corrigan family.
Okay.
I am their unpaid driver, not affiliated, but fan of the family, friend of the family.
Who's riding with you there? You keep rolling, keep rolling.
We got ourselves.
Okay.
Corrigan. And we have several of Tom Corrigan behind us. That's
very cool. You guys are Irish, right?
I'm not, but they are.
All right, thanks for all you do.
Of course.
They were being nice to Bob. They didn't hit the gas, so he didn't have to run.
That's happened. Not intentionally, I'm sure, but...
And following the Corrigan family is the Cleveland Municipal School District John Marshall High School Band. And drumline from the west side of Cleveland. And last year they participated in the National 4th of July Parade and loved performing in the greater Cleveland area.
Now is that the Air Force? I'm not sure. Here's John Marshall. And they're followed up by the Millwrights. Coming up there. Millwrights and Pile Drivers Local 1090, their labor union. Those guys, they're the ones who on construction sites, they move the really big stuff. They hook it up, they direct the crane where to take it and where to put it down and make sure nobody gets hurt in the meantime.
And we have next the Carpenters Local Union 435.
Well, I think we can say the Carpenters in this parade, their unit nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, I can hear the groans already. And Carpenters Local 373 as well in here.
Bob is checking out with a family watching the parade. Bob?
All right, guys, we're live on TV 20. Tell me about your experience at St. Patrick's Day. What are you guys wearing on your face there? Lean in so we can see
It's
you.
glitter. We put some glitter in our hair and stuff.
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Dylan from Westlake.
Okay, how about you?
I'm Reagan from Westlake.
How about you guys?
Can you say your
Mom?
names? Hi, I'm Jess.
Okay.
This is
Who do you have?
Remy and Sienna.
Sienna, show them your sunglasses. They're pretty cool. Look at the camera. Wave and say Happy St. Patrick's Day, Cleveland.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Cleveland.
All right, well done. Thank you, guys. Have fun. Really cute.
All right. All right. Now, also, Age Friendly Cleveland. Age Friendly Cleveland is a program on TV 20 dedicated to providing information, ideas, and resources to support Cleveland's aging population. Check that out if you need information regarding your aging folks.
And
here we
coming
go.
down the
Bob,
street
or
is
Don, go
the
ahead.
Starlets, is an international and national winning baton and pom competition team who travels all over the USA. They're located in Perry and Madison, Ohio, with members of all ages. And yes, that is real fire they are twirling. Keep us warm on this rather chilly day, but very, very nice weather.
You won't catch me doing that, I'll tell you.
Walk
And
talk
Don,
with me,
I
you're
think
probably
Don
freezing.
found a ride somewhere in
We're gonna hold her out.
the
We're gonna be on TV.
parade.
Did
you find a ride?
The cameraman will cue
Bob?
us, so. All right, tell me about your bicycle, sir, and who you're with.
Well, this is a reproduction of an 1800s penny farthing. I'm with the Ohio Wheelmen. We are a section of the Wheelmen, which is a club, and we are, sorry, it's a little chilly.
All right, tell me about the vehicle itself. How old is it?
So this is actually a reproduction of an 1800s penny farthing. This one was built in about 1998.
It's classic. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Well, he's up, isn't he? Let's hope he doesn't fall down. Okay, well, now we have the Lenahan Academy of Irish Dance. You saw their float there. Solus Breed, meaning St. Bridget's Flame, a sacred fire burned in Kildare, reaching back into pre-Christian times. Priestesses gathered on the hill of Kildare to tend their ritual fires, and when St. Bridget built her monastery, she continued that custom. Sacred Flame burns yet today and is tended by the Brigidine Sisters in Kildare Market Square. Also at the Lenahan Academy of Irish Dance, they're senior dancers under the direction of Catherine Lenahan Fox, also a member of the Westside IA Drill Team at one time, a member of the Cleveland Irish Players at one time, and several other organizations. 33rd year for the Lenahan Academy. Also have their junior dancers there, under the age of 12. And also, these are, I believe, the sponsors coming up. Did we see the sponsors? We already saw the sponsors. All right.
And following them is the American Red Cross. Their mission is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the powers of volunteers and the generosity of donors. This is accomplished primarily by volunteers, some of whom will join us in the parade. And these volunteers will help people from down the street to across the nation by responding to disasters and providing life-saving and supporting assistance.
I tell you, those folks are really doing God's work there, aren't they? And now, Ghostbusters Cleveland. Who are you going to call? Local Ghostbusters franchises spread positive psychomagnetheric energy by supporting charitable causes and community events throughout the Cleveland area. Kind of a nice novelty. They do some good work. Ghostbusters. Did you bring your ectoplasm?
I got it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I brought it.
I brought a
this time.
salad. I don't like ectoplasm.
And coming down Superior is the Mayfield High School Marching Band under the direction of Brad Traber. And coming down Superior Avenue is the Geauga County Maple Festival. The honorees are Angela May, the King Catherine Cole, and the Queen Rayleigh McNamee. And the first attendant to the Queen is Presley Kay, the second attendant to the Queen, and various other court members. They really enjoy dressing up, waving and smiling at today's parade. And the leaders are Jen Freeman and Angela May. And again, this is the first time they've appeared at the parade, so we welcome them.
Oh, that's good for them. Welcome to them. St. Pat's St. Charles Gaelic Athletic Association. Cleveland GAA basic aim is the strengthening of national identity in a 32-county Ireland through the preservation and promotion of Gaelic games. I believe, is that Jimmy Coyne there with the ball? I'm not sure. I can't see with the shadows. But I used to play Irish football back when my knees worked. That was quite a while ago. Also, they have men's hurling now, which was brought back after, I don't know how many decades we didn't have a hurling team here in Cleveland. But there's a hurling team now in Akron. And there's a pretty good, solid, thriving hurling organization or hurling part of the GAA that plays every year. Several teams. Hurling's with the stick. And that looks like a baseball. They call the baseball the Schlitter. Now, don't ask me how to spell it. I can barely pronounce it, but it's Gaelic. And is this the Cleveland Flow Collective? Circus-type troupe that focuses on juggling and other properties, manipulation, and dance. Don't look now, it'll be an Olympic sport before you know it.
Following them is the Greater Cleveland Right to Life. They've been participating in the parade for over 40 years now. And again, you're watching the 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Don Vavris with Tommy Malloy, and we're so happy you're with us on TV 20.
I'll tell you, it's a lot nicer day than a lot of us expected when they brought out those numbers. They were anticipating, what, or mid-30s at the best, sandwiched in between that fine weather of 70 degrees last week and some 70-degree days to come. But it's pretty nice, actually. And Bob's back in the crowd somewhere. Bob, give us what you got.
Okay, we're parade side with Rena, who came all the way from downtown Cleveland, where you live, for the parade. What kind of commute was that?
It was fun. I walked. I'm not Irish, but I'm Irish today.
Yeah. How do you like living in downtown Cleveland?
I like it. It's cool. It's a lot of things to do.
All right, thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
See ya.
Thank you, Rena.
And thank you, Bob. We have the St. Martin's de Port High School Band, coordinated by Kim White.
Dancers, the band, the flag team. They're coming up there. I'll tell you, an awful lot of high school bands. That's really good to see. What did you say, 12, I think you said? 9 or 12? Great to see these kids.
And following them on Superior is the Knights of Columbus, Ohio District 1 core group with Sir Knight Bratton D. Robinson as the district master.
And the heat and frost insulators and allied workers are coming up next there. Right behind them, that's the International Association of Heat and Frost Insulators, local number 3. They're being led by union officers as well as family members proudly carrying their union badge. Again, family theme, a lot about the St. Patrick's Day and the partying and the over-partying, if you will. But when it comes down to it, I mean, I was in church at 10 o'clock this morning, and so much of the Irish community here in Cleveland was in church this morning as well.
And a little trivia for you here, Tommy. By number, Ohio's biggest cities have the largest count of Irish. Columbus has 88,766. Followed by Cleveland at 32,137, and Cincinnati comes in at 30,005. So, again, all throughout the state of Ohio.
Absolutely. have Playhouse Square is up next here. Playhouse Square, the nation's premier home for touring Broadway. Proud to be a part of this year's parade. President and CEO is Craig Hassel. Members of the staff include Red Coat volunteers, and they wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. I was a Red Coat back in 1984, I believe it was, which is the Red Coats are the volunteer ushers down there. All those folks are volunteers, and they go down there because they love theater and they want to be a part of the community. And here they are, out here today too. Terrific. I'll tell you, Playhouse Square is really a gem. It really is. Just a huge thing. People ask about, when you go out of town and you talk to people who are into theater, they will tell you that Playhouse Square is something they've heard about. It's known, it's famed as far as theater goes and entertainment. And again, it's the second largest theater district outside of New York City, outside of Broadway.
And now that the chandelier is almost like iconic right now of the Playhouse Square area, and they're doing some wonderful things with that.
Yes, absolutely.
And speaking of the chandelier, there it is.
There's their float. Oh, there, right on cue.
Hey,
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I was looking at my notes. Very good.
Following closely behind is the Notre Dame Latin High School Band. They are led by drum major Elaine Hammerhofer, and it's proud to have been performing in the parade since 2003.
And boy, are her legs tight.
22 years.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. And St. Christopher School, is this St. Chris? It is. St. Christopher School, rights to ride in this unit. The St. Chris Family and Friends crew, they were bid on the rights to ride in the unit in the rocket car there. To help the St. Chris School annual fundraiser, riding in the car, Katie McNamee, Sophia Chilemi, Anna, Joe, Raphael, Katerina Alexander, and Valentina Macheski. Also, Katie, Francis Molly, and Francis McLaughlin.
And next up is the Ironworkers Local 17, led by Patrick Perry. It includes some of the best trained and hardest working men and women in the construction industry. They built America, and I'm sure that they had a lot to do with the expansive growth of buildings here in the city.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a job that I'm telling you, it's dangerous work, and they just do terrific stuff. I mean, you wouldn't get me up there. I'll tell you that right now. Patrick Carey, you mentioned Pat. I know Patrick used to be in the West Side Irish Rare Club Fife and Drum when we were kids. A lot of there's just a lot of cross volunteerism and activities and what you see in this community, but also I'm sure in all the other
And
you're
you're now seeing
groups.
the Cleveland Metro Parks vehicle. And following them is we are now beginning Division 3 of the 183rd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. And starting off with the Murphy Irish Arts Center.
Murphy Irish dancers are led by Sheila Murphy Crawford and Bob Crawford. Many dancers in the unit will represent the United States in the World Championship of Irish Dance next month in Dublin, Ireland. Murphy's Irish Arts Center Children's Unit is right behind them as well. They've been around for a long, long time. They've been teaching kids how to dance for a long, long time. And again, they're also involved with other things. Sheila Murphy Crawford and Bob Crawford are involved with the gardens, the cultural gardens as well. I mean, just people just giving of their time. Again, this is what it's about, helping the community. Here's the young kids. Look at that. That's great to see. This unit is led by Eileen Connell and Eileen Reed.
And that unique truck coming down Superior Avenue was the nothing but the Great Lakes Brewing Company.
There it is. Oh, no, not yet. There we go. You think they'll send a waitress to take our order? Wishful thinking.
One of my favorite. Conway's Irish Ale. One of my
That's good
favorites.
stuff. And Irish Northern Aid is up next. INA has been at the forefront of the struggle for United Ireland. INA led by Chair John Conway and UIS delegates Kathy Whitford and John Kish. Congratulations to all the parade honorees. And there they are. I know a lot of those fellas. In fact, right in there in the middle there, I don't know if you can see him, is John Myers, who sat in your chair for a couple of years. That's him there in the center.
I get to sit and he gets to walk. There you go.
Well, there was a time when walking was better. I'm sorry, there's a time when sitting was better, but sometimes when you get older like us, sitting is not as easy as we think, or as it used to be.
And coming up next is the Irish Setters Club of Ohio, showing their Irish pride and offering some slobbery wet kisses. The Irish Setters Club of Ohio enjoys showing much love to the St. Patrick's Day Parade spectators as they rollick down Superior Avenue. Beautiful, beautiful animals.
Yes, oh, they are, aren't they? Yeah, let's see who's
and
coming up
next
behind them. There's
is
the Crushers.
The Crushers, and with their mascot Stomper. And followed closely by the St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish Marching Band and Irish Dancers. And they're happy to be in Cleveland after they missed last year.
Yep. Well, they had a good excuse.
Because they had to march in Dublin, Ireland.
That's right.
What
St.
a
Patrick's
great
Day in
excuse
Dublin.
to miss the parade last year.
And they are the Irish. That's their nickname. And of course, you know who went to high school there. You know who went to high school there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Yes,
I don't think
he was
in
a
the
pretty
band.
good basketball player.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
He's somewhere, yes. The Cleveland Hiking Club has been in existence since 1919. Their purpose is to encourage and promote the outdoor recreation, primarily in the form of hikes and related activities. 1,200 members of this organization, the Hiking Club, 20 to 25 organized hikes each day. That's right, each day. In all communities in Cuyahoga County, they also have hikes in Lorraine, Lake, and Geauga.
And
the Ohio Rosa Tralee, did we see her? Is she coming up there? That's her.
All right, let's go to Bob, and he's got an interview with the Prayers for Maria unit. Bob?
Okay, we're marching with Kristen from Prayers for Maria. Are you guys the sunflower folks you see in I-90?
Yes, we are. Sunflower Field will bloom in Avon in September to represent all the children who have passed from pediatric brain cancer.
What's with the ice cream truck?
So we rent our wagon out for events, for parties, graduations, birthdays, anything, and all the ice cream goes to fund research for childhood.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you so much, Bob. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
See you.
And I'll tell you, that organization, Prayers for Maria, those folks took a tragedy, the loss of their daughter, the McNamara's, and they turned it into something positive to help others. And I think that is just, my heart goes out to them, and also my respect, my great respect. Next up, the Warriorman Shamrock Club. These marchers represent the Warriorman Shamrock Club.
All unattended children will be given an espresso and
Followed up by the Crazy Cops.
You know, it's not a parade unless the Crazy Cops from the Al-Quran Shrine show up.
From the Al-Quran Shrine.
And they're providing levity and mischief with his cops, prisoners, and paddy wagon to all support awareness of the Shriners Hospitals for children and the free care that they provide.
This guy's got a donut, not a warrant. Oh boy. And is this the FACE-STAR? This is FACE-STAR Marine Safety and Rescue Program, staffed by their Davis Aerospace and Maritime High School students. Aerospace, A-E-R-I-S-P-A-C-E. That must be, I don't know, I'm not familiar with that word. Davis Aerospace and Maritime High School students.
And here comes Star Wars. Star Wars Legion and the 501 First Legion. The bad guys doing good. The 501 Legion is Lucasfilm's premier costuming club with over 14,000 active members in 69 countries and 6 continents, with the Ohio Garrison serving our community for over 21 years.
God bless them for doing that work, you know. Next up, International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, District Council 6. They're led by their business manager, Jim Sherwood. Yeah, they've got a little float there. Now, if you have the, is that the St. Patrick mascot coming through the wall there? You'll need the painters, but first you're going to need the plasterers. No, just an observation there, Don. Good to see those guys and ladies. And we got the Maple Heights Marching Band on the way here. The Marching Mustangs, under the direction of Nicholas Harper and comprised of students from Maple Heights High School and Milkovich Middle School. Tell you, those kids put a lot of time into that.
And we also, coming up for another first-time unit to this year's parade is the Guardian City Renovations. And of course, Bob is with the beer cart. Bob, what's happening on the beer cart?
All right, we're back on board with the Cleveland Cycle Tours. How do you guys get your business or customers?
We do celebrations. It's the best way to see downtown Cleveland, Ohio City, and Tremont. Birthday parties, bachelorette parties. We're just hanging out with the family.
All right, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Take care.
Absolutely. We'll see you next year.
Yep.
Well, they may not go fast, but they're having
Cycle Tours. Their pedal bands are led by Mark Gus and Richard Davis. We've been doing this for 5 years. It's a good time, kind of different to get out on the town and have a little party or a little get together with your friends.
And next is the Cleveland Division of Animal Control and Care.
City Dogs Cleveland. It's the adoption division of the Cleveland Animal Care and Control, a.k.a. the Cleveland. All the dogs participating are escorted by City Dogs volunteers and are available for adoption. You see a little pooch there. You might be able to get them, adopt them. Please consider a great dog from our great city when looking for your new best friend. And Bricklayers and Allied Crafts Workers Local 23. Their new name, I guess they renamed it, Bricklayers Local 23, labor organization. All those folks, more builders. I'm telling you, these are the folks that do the things that a lot of us don't or won't. They build the city, literally.
And next is the following is the Metro Parks miniature horses, followed by draft horses.
The little miniature horses. I've had dogs bigger than those miniature horses.
And I can count, so it looks like it's 2, 4, 6 horsepower.
Yeah, now these...
You were waiting for that one, weren't you?
I was not ready for that, no. Boy, those things are massive, aren't they?
Yeah. Magnificent.
Bring a big shovel. We'll leave it at that.
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame unit is next. It's thrilled to be part of this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade. Their team will be walking alongside the van, bringing energy of rock and roll to the celebration. And they're excited to join the community honoring this festive tradition.
And followed by Jesus in the Streets. These are banners of Jesus and Mary, and they're here to honor St. Patrick's Day festivities.
And it's been a while since we've had a high school band, so here we are, Tommy. It's the St. Edward High School Marching Eagles. It's one of the premier performing arts groups of St. Edward High School. And they have a long and established history that spans several decades of excellence in both halftime entertainment and the Ohio Music Education Association competition circuit. They'll also have students from St. Edward High School, St. Joseph Academy, and Magnificat High School. And the group is consisted of OMEA state finalists and earned its 18th straight superior rating in this competitive season.
Pretty good stuff. That's my alma mater. And Jack Cleveland Casino, that right over our shoulders here. This float features slot machines and large-scale poker chips from Jack Cleveland Casino. Not sure that St. Bridget would be, well, she might be if she's trying to raise some money. Very good. And I think is the American Cruisers Car Club with us? And that's going to conclude it. I think that's it.
All right, and that concludes the 2025 St. Patrick's Day Parade. And we wish everyone a happy and safe St. Patrick's Day. We hope to see you on the Avenue in 2026. Tommy, thank you so much for being with us.
There were some great units out there today. Great folks here, awesome. Everybody around here is having a great day, happy time. Just lovely to see. Next year, we're going to make it just as good, if not better. It's just awesome to see. United Irish Society of Greater Cleveland. It's the 183rd running, if you will, of the St. Patrick's.
And again, a special thank you to the City of Cleveland and all the safety and services from the city, state, and local to keep us safe.
And
again,
Bob.
And Bob, thank you, Bob, our man in the street. Again, I'm Don Favris. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks for being here.